May, have you been sitting out here this entire time? I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure that's how illnesses start. Gonna have to put you on a prescription of Journal now. Welcome back to a Night in the Woods. I'm back from Possum Jump. It was only a 3-day thing. Mainly because I just can't stand there being 5 days straight. Camping is like having a house, but worse. I'd rather play Night in the Woods instead. Also, I have an idea, May. Our rat children need a proper name. We should call them Mutts. Shut up, dog. You're a dog. We should call them Mutt and Jeff. Mutt Bloominggrow Jr. and Jeff Bloominggrow II. Yes, there is another Jeff in that family. There's also another Mutt. Don't ask questions. But we have a pretzel for them. I'm sure they're hungry. Yep, still dead spring things in here. Which seems like an oxymoron. Hey Mallard, how you doing? Still being in your tomb, I see. Alright, Miracle Rats, it's time to... Is that a third one? I think there's a third one here. I have a pretzel, I guess. We could call him, Steve Burt. Steve Burt McBloomingrow. Yes, he has 2 first names. So there's 3 rats now, when there used to be 2 rats. Did we adopt another child when we weren't looking? Oh yeah, by the way, there is a very hidden stairwell that leads absolutely nowhere down here. Maybe you'll run into it eventually, like I do, but... Yeah, there's a thing there that does nothing. So that's why I didn't point it out until just now, when it happened to me. I wonder what Lori's up to. I hope she isn't out in the rain too. I hope she's more sensible than May. Yep, you can triple jump off of a power line if it's your last jump. Otherwise, you'll just bounce a little. Hey, Lori, you up here? You are up here. You too are irresponsible. So, did you at least bring an umbrella or something? We're just gonna sit on a wet roof. Oh, you're drawing! How is the paper not getting wet? Yep, we always remember that scene in the horror movie. Oh, so you have an interest in horror movies, I take it. Fake eye, real knife. I think both of those things they're using are actually fake, though. Well, let's hear it. I really want to know about the horror movie. It is pretty rad. Maybe. That's a lot of jobs for the director to be doing. Shouldn't you hire some people? I bet you do. Mice are pretty loud screamers. They're kind of like rabbits. Did you ever hear a rabbit scream? It's a little upsetting. You sound like Gregory! I don't think that's a thing, but I really wish that they have a thing. I think there's a thing like that. But you gotta be rich and in Hollywood or something. Also, you got a pigeon behind you. Are you aware of this? Just want to let you know. It looks like it's plotting something. No, this is awesome. It can't be boring. We got another potential, what? I was about to say Spielberg. That's not a horror movie guy. Alfred Hitchcock? Maybe? Of course, there is body parts in horror movies. Especially Groundhouse ones. Grindhouse, not Groundhouse. Okay, that's great. You work on your horror movie. Maybe May should get in on that. She seems like she would like to act in a horror movie. Something Lovecraftian, maybe. No, that's not funny. Vandalism isn't funny. Even May has a sense of conscience about this. That's the correct answer, Lori. I'll be watching you. It's probably Lori. Lori probably did it. Actually, I don't think Lori is extroverted enough to do that. So, we're gonna take her off the list for right now. We'll just have her to her horror movies and whatnot. Over there is just the weather device. Hey, Roof Cat, how you doing today? You getting rained on too? Everyone likes being rained on for some reason. Everyone's gonna have wet fur and or feathers and or scales. Like these two here. I wonder where Cat Guy went. I mean, Wolf Lady is still here. And she's the one that you wanted to leave so badly. Maybe she got through to him and he's the one that took initiative. Up there's that giant raccoon, did you see it? Yeah, that big fat raccoon is still hanging out in the town center. Hey B, how did you enjoy that shopping? Anything new in the hardware front? Did you drop kick some shoplifters like we told you to? Well, it sounds like a busy time for you. Weather Wizards! I think the entire year has been run by Weather Wizards. The spring has been too hot, the summers are too rainy, and I'm not feeling our winters. Ah yes, this is another hangout we could do. You're working where? Yeah, putt-putt! That's quite of a drive, though. Yep, we got through to B once again. But she has work. Oh, man. Yep, that's what money does. You know how money works. So, B wants to go working. Let's just check in with what Gregg is doing. I mean, I'm bound by democracy to go with you first and check out what you're doing for work. But I'm checking out Gregg. Plus, there's other things in towns we want to look at yet. So, let's not pull the trigger on that one just yet. Also, how are they letting you play in there? They must not really care about that building too much if they're so okay with a band playing music in the building. Because you guys would have been arrested for, like, trespassing or something by now. Otherwise. Alright, let's see what that... Oh, right, I was about to say, let's see what Angus is up to, but Angus is at his family thing. We got the dough here instead. There's that dough. Them deers ask a lot of questions, don't they? Yeah, they do. They do, though, don't they? That they do. Don't they, though? I'm sorry, I think I got stuck in some kind of loop there for a second. She has some kind of weird speech impediment aura. The possibilities. The possibilities. Has no possibilities anymore. I remember their old commercial they had. They had to spend a lot of money to get it on, like, the public TV. But it was such a great commercial. People got upset at it for some reason. Let me sing it for you. Pizza, pasta, put it in a box. Bring it to your home for your tabletop. The tortellini and linguine, pepperonis on it all. Cheesy for your peenie and some salsa on your balls. I don't see what's wrong with that. The guy couldn't pronounce penne, and they were clearly talking about meatballs. But people got upset about it, and they wrote letters, and then, yeah, no more commercial. Man. The Smelters definitely wouldn't say that. You're no true Smelter fan. Rain or sun or sleet or bad playoff season. The Smelters. I hope they play off against the Bears again. There's another person over here. I'll talk to him a little bit later. I wonder if there's anything new up this way. You know what, come to think of it, I don't think there's anything new up this way. No, I think we found everything up there. Yeah, seriously, we found everything up there for right now. Hello. You're looking at it. You sound like you're from out of town. Ah, Russian fellow. Heavy weapons wolf. Sounds like a great vacation for you. How are you enjoying America? I met a Swedish person once. She was on vacation. She had an odd accent as well. Nice woman. I even made a Sweden joke at her. I think it was something about IKEA, and she laughed. Met some Canada people too, and they told me about the Canadian accents. You know, like the A and the hoser? They said there's people that exist like that. But anyway, did you see any bears? Well, at least the non-civilized bears. I don't think Angus eats people. Hey, it's called fast food. Rude. Yep, it used to be right here. Now it's a Snack Falcon. Snack Falcon's better. You don't need fishing rods or camping gear. I mean, there's the Snack Falcon. Pretty much. That's it. Possibilities is closed. You can't bring pizza. Yeah, like Fruits Ghost and Crunch Stir and whatever the hell a snookle is. Well, I don't know about that. Have you seen snack food? Oh boy, getting existential on Heavy Weapons Guy. Well, there you go. You just creeped out Heavy Weapons Guy. What does that mean? I'm not up on my Russian. Ah, horror show. You're welcome. Well, you learned a little bit of Russian today from the Russian Wolf. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, this universe May doesn't know the Food Donkey exists, but now we could head out to the Food Donkey. Regardless. Mainly because there's other things going on out here besides Steve Scriggins and some Vagrants. Like Germ. Hi, Germ! What the heck are you doing in an abandoned parking lot, buddy? Yep, that's exactly what you're doing in an abandoned parking lot. Ah, so you were speaking with the Vagrants. Did you find out who hecked up the dudes? He means Vagrants, May. Yep. Hobos. Train hobos. A little bit different than Bruce. Yeah, we got, like, Molly and a couple others that don't do their job. I bet it was covered in mange. Yeah, what is it with that vagrants and dogs? You don't see a vagrant with a cat. Yeah, that happens sometimes, especially on the railroad tracks. Oh, hey, speaking of which, we found an arm. Maybe it came from one of the Krusties. It flew that far off the tracks. Anything's possible. So, what are you up to, Germ? After talking to Vagrants? Doing what, may I ask? Okay. Sure, bye. Are you going anywhere? Germ? He has left his body and went back to the mothership to get new orders. Also, there is fence here. An unjumpable fence. It feels like this is going to be really important later. Like, super important. Like, game-changing important. Oh well. Bye, Germ. Bye, Food Donkey. I see you're still closed. You should work on that. Now we could check out what Gregg is up to. And call it a day. Yeah, I know! Short video for once! Amazing. I just wanted to knock out the rest of us in town before we start the next hangouts. Because, why the heck not? Hey Gregg, what's up? I'm gonna pass on the fruit toast today, if you don't mind. It's raining out. Okay, why would you do that? What about the plan? Are you afraid of going, or are you planning on going? I think he's afraid of going, if that hangout was any evidence. You know, the one not in this universe. Yeah, you'll probably have to punch out the toughest guy there, and you'll break your hand and get beaten up. And then shivved. Your kidneys will be very upset about that. Also, you're planning on going to Bright Harbor. Your fear of prison gangs in general? Oh, I wonder why. It's not like they're in prison or a gang. No, Angus had to go do family stuff. Remember, we talked about this during band practice. May kinda has a mind like a sieve sometimes. Family stuff, you know. Everyone knows about the family stuff. Yeah, sounds like pleasant fellows. Well, I don't know, Gregory. That last hangout was kinda poopy. I just gotta say. We got a lot to do today. Maybe we'll go and work with B instead. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're gonna do the next B hangout next. And she has to do some working stuff. So, next time on Night in the Woods, May's actually gonna do job stuff. Good night, folks.